Even if my interpersonal skills are about as polished as a rusty doorknob. I'll polish his doorknob later. Hello, and welcome to Lover's Enigma. This is a horror romance dating sim in which you are investigating the mysterious death of your husband, Kazuki. But something is very, very wrong, because you're pretty sure Kazuki is still haunting you. Hopefully nothing bad happens if you find love with someone else. Let's get started. I'm so excited. My name is Yandere. Ever since I was young, my mother's voice dictated my fate. Every word a reminder that my future was a tapestry woven from family obligations. The pinnacle of this was my arranged marriage to Kazuki. Oh my gosh! I love when art is like live 2D animated. I really wish it was something that I could personally learn one day. A budding journalist my mother had met at a coffee shop. Lucky for her, he was in his late 20s too and looking to settle down. Reluctance gnawed at me, but I accepted, more to quieten my mother's persistence than out of any real desire. Love for Kazuki never blossomed, yet his friendship became a comforting presence, his kindness a balm for my uncertain heart. Oh, wait, what was that? Then, just weeks before our wedding, he died. No! I can't have anything nice. Suicide, they said, but something about the way he died. The timing felt wrong, terribly wrong. Yet what can I do? I'm an actor in a play stuck in a role I never chose. Every move and word feels scripted by someone else, and no matter how hard I try, I can't escape the part I'm supposed to play. It's been 40 minutes. All you hear is the relentless sound of your mother's voice. I hate this. Mom, I really don't think I'm ready for this. Nonsense, dear, you're not getting any younger. It's high time you moved on. Besides, Ryota seems like a nice young man. He's been asking about you. I love how it says I want to be happy and please don't make me do this. The visual effects are stunning. I think like when I first saw this game, the art direction was the thing that dragged me into it, and I was like, oh my god, no, I want to play this so bad. I know, but I still feel like something's missing. Like I haven't properly said goodbye. Oh, sweetheart, always stuck in the past, aren't you? You need to stop dwelling on what's gone and start thinking about your future. Ryota could be a good opportunity for you. It's not just about Ryota, Mom. There's something off about Kazuki's death, I can feel it. Here we go again with your wild theories. The police investigated and they found nothing. There's something wrong. You need to accept reality, Yinny, and stop living in a fantasy world. But what if there's more to it than what they found? What if Kazuki's death wasn't an accident? Enough! I won't entertain your delusions anymore. You need to focus on being a proper wife and daughter, not chasing ghosts. Yes, Mom. Good. Now I'll talk to you later, and remember, keep yourself together. We can't have any more embarrassing incidents like last time. You're so mean to me. Go away. You sigh and stare at the phone for a moment before glancing around the room. Your gaze wanders over to the shrine in the corner, its eerie presence casting a shadow over your otherwise mundane surroundings. Maybe Mom's right. Maybe I am just seeing things, but I can't shake this feeling that something's not right. It says he's here. I can't hear myself think. You approach the shrine, a mixture of fear and determination coursing through your veins. As you reach out to touch his death photo, a chill runs down your spine, and you can't shake the feeling that you're being watched. This is so good. It has been 5 minutes, and I am hooked. Oh, I didn't notice the cursor. There's like a little thing hugging the thing. That's so cool. You don't have to walk me back home every day. It's no big deal. I'll be honest, Ryota's hot as fuck. Kazuki is very pretty, but you know how weak I am to men with dark hair and tired-looking eyes? It's no big deal. But still, going out of your way like this, I know you said you're okay with the whole still testing the waters kind of arrangement, but I can't help but feel bad about it. You hesitate for a moment, trying not to sound too patronizing. Anyways, thank you. I should head back. I don't want to take up any more of your time. Ryota's expression is still as unchanging as ever. I said it's fine. It's not a bother, really. I'm just making sure you get home safely. Ryota is so hot. I think I'm a little weak here. I'll be honest. If you wanted us to do crime together, I'd be like, yay, crime! Oh, well, in that case, Ryota's chuckle feels forced. As I look at him, I notice his smile doesn't reach his eyes. Oh, so pretty! His eyes are red too. No, now you're just making me weak. Great. So, same time tomorrow. Alright. Thank you. Ryota looks at you and gives you that same unreadable smile before waving goodbye. You can't help but feel a pang of guilt and uncertainty as you watch him walk away. He probably doesn't want to get too involved with me anyways. I know he's just trying to be nice, but he's better off with someone with less baggage, especially with everything that happened with Kazuki. You sigh softly, feeling the weight of your own problems. Maybe I should talk to Mom about easing up on her matchmaking. Ooh, wow, this is so pretty. There's a map! You can go to different places? Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Actually, let's go visit the temple. You see an individual try to enter the temple, but the shrine priest tries to desperately stop him. Best not to intrude. Lower Street? Riverside? You avoid the river. It reminds you too much of Kazuki. Neighboring district. Library? The library is quiet. There's a book you can read about the city's past. X-Town and X-Prefecture used to be under the feudal lord by the name of... The family was influential in the political sphere during the Meiji era, but the sudden death of the young master caused the family to fall into ruin. Some say his death was no accident, while others say there were supernatural things at play. Well, that's enough reading for today. Cinema. The cinema is closed for today. There seems to be a notice on the door. We are currently closed for today and tomorrow to prepare for the first preview of the movie. So on and so forth. Up the street? Apartments, cafe. As you walk back home, you pass by a familiar cafe. Oh, she's so pretty! The empty croissant wrapper that once contained a croissant from Yoko still remains tucked neatly inside your bag. For a moment, you consider going in to thank her. But seeing how busy the cafe is, you decide against it. Maybe you can come back tomorrow. The art is so gorgeous. Mama shop? It seemed to be closed today. Maybe you should visit the old lady that runs this place tomorrow. I love how this is like those old style, like Japanese stores. I see a lot of these types of stores in like markets in Tokyo. I think like Ueno's market had a lot of stuff like this. Since she was kind to you. It's been a while since you talked to her. Alley. The alleyway looks dark and musty. Strange office. This place seems shady. And there's faint music playing from beyond the door. Wait, there's a little cat. Oh, no way. No way, you could hug the cat? There's a strange cat here. Pet the cat. Meow. It's called Miyabi. I saw the cat on the map. And I was like, can we interact with the cat? That's so cool. Oh, I'm so happy right now. My dopamine is flooding my brain. Convenience store. You want to enter the convenience store, but there are a group of drunkards blocking the way. They seem to be yelling at the clerk. It's best if you avoid them. It's really late. I better head home before Mum gives me a mouthful. Alright, fine. I wanted to explore. You walk down the corridor to your apartment. As you pass by your neighbor's unit, you hear a loud thud come from the room inside, then a scuttle of footsteps shortly after. The door clicks open, and you see a familiar yet sporadic silhouette pop out from behind the door. Oh, Ren's so pretty! You. Oh, you. Before you can say anything else, he cuts you off. Can you stop leaving your trash outside? And when you leave the house during the day, you're always so noisy. I know you have nothing better to do, but some people have things to do, you know? It gives you that stupid look on his face, reminiscent of a certain 2008 anime. You wanna yell at him and call him a stupid naggy. Is that the Soul Eater expression? The freaking Soul Eater meme? Was Soul Eater made in 2008? Soul Eater is the anime adaptation was 2008. Oh my god, this game is making me so happy. But you're an adult, and even though he's short and rude, you should be able to reason like one too. I'm sorry, I'll try not to be too loud next time. You expect him to continue berating him, but his expression softens. It seems as though he too was expecting some sort of resistance from you. Yeah, you better. Wow, you're short. He's so small. Ren looks at you for a moment, a hint of defensiveness in his gaze, before reluctantly nodding his head and closing the door behind him. What a strange guy. I barely see him, and when I do, he lectures me. Whatever, I can't let some weirdo ruin my day. Go home. Neighbor's door. You hear a sigh before it goes quiet again. Maybe you shouldn't try again. Go home. You finally enter your apartment. A groan escapes your lips when you're finally able to kick your shoes off and collapse, exhausted, onto the couch. Why do I always have to deal with weirdos after a long day of work? Speaking of work, I can't deal with it anymore. There's too much going on. Everyone looks at me with that same pitiful yet annoyed expression. They gossip about me behind my back. Yet every time they see me, they offer some unnecessary advice. It'll be so much easier if they just told me straight to my face and I'm weak. That's so cool. The text effect is great. And Ryota, he's definitely not happy about this arrangement. And Kazuki, his death. I just need to keep it together. Somehow, and then I'll be fine. I can't fall apart now, and not yet. Not with everyone waiting for me to fall. Maybe they're right. Maybe I am weak. Maybe I deserve their looks, their gossip. Maybe I deserve all of it. No, not again. Kazuki, it's him. Please let it be him. No, that one's real. It's real. Or it's not. What is... Please... Not again? Hello? Anyone home? Yeah, coming. You rush over to the door, opening it frantically in hopes of ignoring the strange noises coming from your apartment again. Hello, sorry for the noise. No, who is it? Hello. Oh, you're so cute. I'm scared shitless right now, but you are so cute. God, his design is very reminiscent of Sao Tometao from from Gokurakugai. Your eyes widen in surprise at this weirdo's sudden dramatic entrance. A mix of confusion and skepticism on your face. What? Can I help you? The vibes from your home are not immaculate. I can already sense the bad spirits squirming around in your abode. But no matter. You're so cool. I am Tome. Got the same name. I am Tome Haruki, Exorcist extraordinaire at your service. You blink, taken aback by Haruki's grandiose introduction. You were shaken up before, but now you're just simply perplexed. Who the hell is this guy? Exorcist? Haruki pauses for a bit, seeming as though analyzing you, his face showing a momentary tinge of shock. And then he shakes his head as if to shrug off the thought before continuing on with his introduction. Indeed, your esteemed mother has employed my services to assist with the spiritual disturbances plaguing the dwelling. Your skepticism grows as you eye Haruki warily. And you're sure you can handle it? Fear not, fair maiden. My reputation precedes me. While some may doubt my methods, I assure you, I possess genuine spiritual prowess. Doubt fills your mind, but at this point, it's embracing a bit of spiritual fanfare really the worst idea you've ever had. Well, I suppose it can't hurt to give it a try. Haruki beams at you, his smile shrewd yet unreadable. Excellent. With your cooperation, we shall banish these troublesome spirits post-haste. Now, shall we begin? You hesitate, staring at the strange man once again. Alright. Maybe letting some weirdo into your house really isn't the best idea. Actually, I appreciate your offer, but I think it might be better if we come back another time. I need some, time to prepare myself for your methods. Haruki's smile falters, but he nods, reluctantly accepting your request. I understand, dear client, though I must say, the spirits may not be so patient. But if that is your wish, I shall honor it. Until next time, then. Just like that, the exorcist disappears as mysteriously as he had appeared. You close the door, turning back into your apartment, trying to steady your breath. As the silence settles, a sudden tremor courses through the room. The furniture rattles, and that unsettling croaking noise fills the air again, sending a shiver down your spine. I thought it'd be gone by now, but it's still happening. No. What was it? I need to check my phone. Leave incense for Kazuki. Oh no. Crap. I must have forgotten to leave the incense out for Kazuki. Damn it. You approach the shrine. It begins to shake violently. Kazuki's death photo slips off the altar. You race to the shrine, your heart pounding in your chest. This is the slot machine. You need 3 matches to win, but if your sanity is high, you only need 2 to match. There's a sanity meter? Press the spacebar to start playing or click the lever. Maybe next time? Damn it! Photo slips through your fingers and crashes onto the floor, shattering on impact. It's like a dice rolling mechanic, but it's with a slot machine. For like events like this. That's so cool. As it breaks, a flashback engulfs you. You see Kazuki in a version you've never seen before. Wearing strange clothes, looking much sadder but unmistakably him. Where is this from? Is this the Kazuki that I know? And if he is, why does he look so sad? Your head starts to thrum. A painful ache as if trying to force a forgotten memory to the surface, leaving you even more confused. You take a deep breath, trying to collect your scattered thoughts. With trembling hands, you carefully place the photo back onto the mantle. Stepping back, you let your eyes linger on the image, your heart heavy with a mix of confusion and longing. The room feels eerily quiet, the silence amplifying the turmoil in your mind. Kazuki, shit, I'm losing it again. That's not good. I just need to calm down. I need to calm down. What did she tell me? What was it? The bathroom. Yes, I have to get to the bathroom. Normally, you would get actual help in order to keep yourself together. But that's not an option for you, at least not right now. So this is the next best thing in keeping things on the wraps. In this rhythm-based game, your goal is to match the beat by pressing the arrow keys at the right time. Arrow icons will appear on the screen in sync with the music. Hit the corresponding arrow key just when it lines up with the target zone. Oh my god, the more you accurately hit your keys, the higher your score. This is so cool. Keep calm and steady your heartbeat, and remember, suppress it. I will do my best. Oh my god, did I do okay? Am I doing okay? The risk is if I don't do okay, I think I like screw myself over. Oh my god, I'm getting like older flashbacks to like DDR. A little bit of Guitar Hero. I feel like I didn't do too bad, right? Oh, thank god. Okay, I'm fine. I'm good. It's under control. My head hurts. I should I should go to bed. Bedroom. As you enter your bedroom, you fumble for the light switch in the dark. Your hand brushes against a sharp edge on your nightstand and you feel a sudden stinging pain. You pull your hand back quickly. It's too late. A small deep cut begins to bleed. Shit! You grab a nearby towel and wrap it around your hand, pressing deep into the cut, trying to stop the bleeding. Your vision blurs as you wince from the pain. That is a very strange looking cut. You swear you see a weird symbol form amidst the blood splatter. Boyfriends, husbands, exorcists, even the stupid apartment. Seriously, I wish Mum would stop meddling in my business and making me do all this for her. Just as you say that, your phone buzzes. From the glow of the screen, you read the words. 3 unread messages from Mom. I'm exhausted. I need sleep. I can't deal with this anymore. As you lie on the bed, your head swells with the afterthoughts of today. Mothers, ghosts, boyfriends and husbands. Duty and sins and choice, and most importantly, you. Do your choices matter? You can't help but worry about yourself. You can sense that things are changing and no matter what you do, you can't stop it. You don't want to sleep just yet. There are so many things to do. But your eyes give out as you lay there on your bed. Your thoughts are finally quieting down, and all you hear is the same resounding sound of drums. Day 2. That transition is so cool. Oh my gosh. I can head home from here. I'd rather not take up too much more of your time, Ryota. It's not a problem for me to escort you back. Oh, well, it's just that I have to get some stuff on the way home. Dinner and such. I won't insist then. Have a safe walk home, Yini. Ryota leaves, heading towards the cafe. Maybe he's just visiting Yoko before going home. Your heart rate was unnaturally high last night. What do I keep telling you? Keep yourself together, Yini. Just follow your routine and remember it'll be okay. Just remember to do as I say. Oh, why can't she mind her own business? Whatever, I still have other things I need to do. Gotta keep my sanity high. Temple, get incense for Kazuki. Shrine, leave incense for Kazuki. Bathroom, convenience store. Visit Granny, thank Yoko for the croissant. Anyways, I should get some offerings for Kazuki's shrine before going home. Thankfully, the temple's still open at this hour. Alright, let's go to the temple first. Oh, I knew he was the one trying to get in. As you approach the temple, you see Haruki being hastily escorted out by an irate monk. Seriously, stop handing out your business cards to people trying to pay. This is holy ground, not a business conference. Haruki, unperturbed by the monk's anger, tries to defend himself as he's pushed to the exit. Whoa, your boy's on the grind for that bread, you get me? I'm an actual exorcist. I'm here to help. That's enough. We've had it with your antics. Leave before I call the police again. Jeez, I'm doing what's called marketing, alright? People need my help and I'm not gonna stop spreading the word. Speak up. Excuse me. I can vouch for him. He's an actual exorcist. I'm actually one of his regulars. The monk turns to you, his brows furrowed in skepticism. Young lady, you cannot be serious. This is clearly a con man. You need to be more cautious. People like him prey on the vulnerable. I mean, he can also prey on me in bed if you know what I mean, consensually. I understand your concern, but he genuinely has helped me. I wouldn't be defending him if he wasn't the real deal. The monk studies your expression, his stern words softening slightly as he considers your words. You honestly believe that? It's hard to believe anyone would find help from such a character. See, I told you I'm a real exorcist. Just trying to help people. No scams here. Give you a chance. I promise I'll respect your holy ground. No funny business, just good olds. The monk sighs, clearly torn between his duty and your insistence. Ooh, alright, let's try again. Come on. We did it! Yay! Alright. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt this time, but if I catch him causing trouble again, he's out for good. Thank you for understanding. Trust me, he's really helped me out of some bad spots. The monk nods reluctantly. Very well. I shall take your word for it. Just make sure he respects the sanctity of this place. Haruki grins widely, clearly pleased. Thanks for backing me up, Yini. You're the best. I owe you one. Anyway, dear client, what brings you to this sacred ground? Surely you didn't come to witness my flair? Came to get some stuff for Kazuki. I came to see you. This is gonna be bad. But let's do this. Oh, how flattering. I must admit this feels more personal than professional. But I'll graciously accept the compliment. Well, one compliment deserves another. Your presence is like a radiant light in the darkness, guiding us all with your incredible spirit. Are you talking out of your ass? He gives you that wide grin. You can't help but sigh and shake your head at his usual antics. Your aura is so captivating. It must be the reason why spirits are drawn to you, and why I'm here too. You must have a spell on you, because whenever you're around, everything else just fades away. Okay, get on with it. Anyway, on a serious note, I must warn you about the dangers lurking around you. The world of the supernatural is like an intricate dance. Sometimes even benign spirits have their own quirks and challenges. What I sensed at your home the other day, I didn't want to mention it then to avoid scaring you, but whatever's in there isn't an ordinary spirit. It's something that's been festering for years. I take back my compliment. You're scaring me. Forgive my choice of words. What I meant to say is there's something strange brewing spiritually in your home. But that's not something the strong and knowledgeable exorcist from the Saotome clan, that is I, can't handle. So please trust me. I'll help erase any evil that plagues your way. Did you just do a call emoji while speaking? Anyway, I would love to stay and chat, but duty calls. Remember to contact me if anything happens. I'll be off. With a dramatic flourish of his coat, Haruki turns and heads down the temple steps, disappearing into the bustling streets. You watch him go, a mix of amusement and reassurance setting in. Despite his eccentricities, Haruki's presence feels undeniably comforting. Right. I better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm still here. Right? Leave incense for Kazuki. Affection with Haruki increased. Alright, we got the incense. Let's go and thank Yoko for the croissant. You enter the cozy, dimly lit cafe and see Ryota and Yoko in a heated argument near the counter. You're so stubborn, Ryota. Why do you always have to complicate things? I'm not complicating anything, Yoko. I'm just trying to help a friend. You know how much this means to her. Keep watch. Helping out a friend by pretending to date her. You're just letting Madam manipulate you. It's not fair to anyone involved. Wait, so Ryota doesn't really like me? No! Madam is not... This is my choice. This was my choice. I thought you understood that. I understand that you always put others before yourself. But what about what you want, Ryota? Have you even thought about that? Of course I have. It's what I do right now. And what I want to do right now is to help someone important to me. Everything else is not as important. You can't keep sacrificing your own happiness for others. It's not healthy. And it's not fair to you. And what am I supposed to do, Yoko? Just abandon her? You know I can't do that. I'm not telling you to abandon her. I'm telling you to think about the consequences, including how this is affecting everyone, including you. I have thought about it. I already told you I'm willing to deal with the consequences if it means she gets the help she needs. And what if the consequences are more than what you can handle? What then, Ryota? Ryota notices you and turns to leave the cafe, mortified and clearly frustrated, muttering under his breath. I can't deal with this right now. As he storms out, Yoko's gaze finally falls to you. Her unhappiness at being unable to follow Ryota outside is evident, but there's a trace of apology in her eyes. Hey, sorry I had to say that. How can I help you? Thank you for the croissant. Thank you for the croissant earlier, it really helped me today. Oh, it's nothing. I'm glad you liked it. What was that about? You and Ryota seem really upset. Yoko winces. I'm sorry you had to see that. He was just being difficult. It's just, I'm worried about Ryota and this whole situation. I know it's not entirely fair to blame you or him, but I can't help but feel like everyone's being forced into this awkward position because of Madam's demands. You both deserve better than this, so I can't see why you're going along with it. I understand the position we're in. Despite everything Mom has done, I'm really thankful to have him by my side. Yoko raises an eyebrow, clearly skeptical. I see. It's good to hear you're making the best of it, but I can't shake the feeling that Ryota's in a tough spot. He's always been so dedicated, but pretending to date you just to please Madam. I worry about how much this is really taking out of him. Yoko sighs deeply. Ryota always pretends to know what he's doing. I can see through it, but you... What do you really want out of all this? I'm worried about it. You look away, troubled. I'm a little worried. We've known each other for this long, but he's so focused on this that I barely feel like I know him anymore. Yoko's eyes soften with understanding. I see. Do you trust him? Do you believe that he really knows how to handle everything that's going on? A question hangs in the air, revealing her own worries about Ryota's well-being and the complexity of the situation. She waits for your response, perhaps hoping to know your true feelings and to reassure herself. Yes, I do trust him. You know, with determination. Yes, I do trust him. I believe he has a handle on things. Yoko looks relieved for the moment. The concern clouds her expression again. But remember, even if you trust him, it's important for him to be open and honest with you. Sometimes what's unsaid can be just as important as what's said. Yoko sighs, looking troubled. I've been trying to get Ryota to open up about how he's feeling, but he just clams up. It's like trying to read a closed book. I really wish I knew what was going on inside his head. Maybe I should talk to him myself. Yoko nods approvingly. That sounds like a good idea. Good luck finding him, though. If I have to guess, I'll say he's headed towards the river. He tends to have solitary moments there, like he's the protagonist in some dramatic scene. It's where he goes to think things over. I hope you can reach him. Yoko looks like she's about to say something, but is quickly cut off by the sound of a co-worker calling for her in the kitchen. She gives a small apologetic smile. Looks like I need to head back to work. I'm really sorry about this. I hope you can sort things out with Ryota. Remember, if you need anything, just let me know. Alright. We're gonna leave the shrine in, find Ryota, and visit Granny at the shop. Affection with Ryota increased. Visit here real quick. The mama shop is closed. I should head home soon. It's really late. I better head home before Mom gives me a mouthful. No, I'm not doing that. I want to go to the river. You approach the riverbank, the moonlight reflecting off the water. Ryota is sitting alone, looking deep in thought and visibly annoyed. Approach him. As you get closer, the click of your shoes alerts Ryota to your presence. He turns to face you with an expression between irritation and surprise before quickly looking away. The soft glow of the streetlights casts shadows on his face, highlighting the tense demeanor. What are you doing here? Yoko sent me. But more importantly, I'm worried about you. You seemed really upset earlier. Is there anything I can do to help? You don't have to worry about me. He attempted to brush off your concern, but the strain in his voice is evident. You can tell he's struggling with something deeper, and he just needs a little push. Please succeed. Please. Yay! I care about you, Ryota. I just want to help in a way that I can. If you need to talk or just need someone to listen, I'm always here for you. Ryota's shoulders relax slightly as he processes your words. He exhales slowly, his demeanor softening. Alright, thank you. It means a lot to know someone cares. As you stand by the river with Ryota, the tension between you two is palpable. He looks out at the flowing water, his jaw clenched in frustration. You know, it really bothers me that Yoko thinks I'm only going along with this whole fake dating thing to appease your mother. I mean, yes, I was happy she trusted me to support you, but it's more than that. This is something that I want to do for you. I get that Yoko is worried. But sometimes it feels like she thinks of me as a child. Does she really think so little of me? Yoko does believe in you, Ryota. I do too. It's just that sometimes it's hard for people to see beyond their own fears. She wants what's best for you and she's afraid of you getting hurt. I know she means well, but it's frustrating. I wish you could see that I'm not doing this just for show. It's hard for me to put my thoughts into words most of the time. I just wish you would trust me. You don't have to carry all this alone. Ryota, take your time to find the right words and remember that we'll be here to listen when you figure them out. Trust that we all want to support you. Thank you. It really helps to hear that. I guess I've been so focused on handling everything myself that I forgot I had others to lean on. Really, thank you for understanding. Anyway, it's already pretty late, and you're pretty tired today at work. You should get home soon. Yoko's really worried about you, you know? She's hoping that you'll open up more. I don't have a choice. You should be able to understand this. The willingness to give up your own happiness for someone else's sake. You're unable to speak up, the weight of his words settling heavily. Ryota breaks the silence. Oh, that's so pretty. I might not be able to attain happiness in this life, but I'm alright with it. What I have now is more than enough. Ryota takes you home in silence, with the night air cool against your skin. Let's go to the shrine. Right, let's put the incense down. As you step into your apartment, a knock echoes through the door. A voice calls from the other side. Hello, is anyone home? What now? With a resigned sigh, you open the door. And when you approach it, you're met by a woman standing there, her hands clasped together in a formal manner. Oh no, it's a cult. I was hoping it'd be Haruki. Have you found salvation through Hiroshi no Kami? Salvation? What do you mean? Hiroshi no Kami, the Divine One, offers visions and guidance to those who see the truth. He is a light in the darkness, the savior of lost souls. You seem like someone searching for answers. Why not explore what he has to offer? Explore these nuts. Go away. Embracing his guidance might bring you the balance and peace you need to keep things in order. After all, in the midst of chaos, true balance is found through the light of the divine. Rejector. No thanks, I don't really want to. You try to close the door, but the cult member wedges a hand into the gap. I understand your reluctance, but Hiroshi no Kami's light is too important to ignore. This path offers salvation and purpose. Turning away means missing out on a profound truth. Please reconsider. Our door is always open, but the time to accept this guidance is now. Go away. Please let me succeed. Yay! Oh, I was worried. I appreciate your concern, but now is really not a good time. I'll definitely check it out again though. I understand it's not the best moment, but Hiroshi no Kami's guidance is essential. This opportunity to find balance and peace might not come again. Isn't your search for answers worth exploring? I'm really not interested right now, but think of the clarity and purpose you might gain. Just a brief visit could make a world of difference. I said no. I need to focus on other things at the moment. I see. Well, I'll respect your decision for now. I'll come back with more information if you're still unsure. Thank you for at least considering it. Remember, our door is always open. Get out! The woman bows deeply, and with a final lingering look turns away and leaves you alone. Bathroom window. The window remains closed from the previous day. Do you still want to open the window? Yes. You open the window, despite the nauseating stench from yesterday, and yet you're met with the sweet smell of cotton candy. I'll leave the window open for now. At least it smells nice. Shrine. After a long day, you go back to your apartment. Compared to the day before, it's still relatively neat. I should take care of him first. I hope this keeps you at peace for tonight once again. Maybe it's my imagination, but the air around the shrine feels a little colder, and the feeling of gratitude settles in my bones. You smile softly at the shrine. Good night, Kazuki. Tidy shrine. Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, but I'll do what I can. Or better. Affection with Kazuki increased. Leave. Alright, we gotta go to the bathroom. Your sanity is a little low. Maybe you should calm down a little. Select music. Play Funky Vibe or Meltdown. Funky Vibe and Uneasy sounds good. Funky Vibe sounds better than Meltdown. I got this. No, I don't. Eh. Did I do it? Impressive, you hit 94% of the total notes. Woohoo! Sanity increased. Yay! Your mom's naggings appeared out of nowhere. Too much time on your phone is bad for you. Do something more productive, like use your computer instead. I mean, a phone's basically a mini computer. Bedroom. You step inside, and everything seems in place. The door clicks shut behind you. For a fleeting moment, peace settles in the air, and your mind drifts back to the day. Whenever I'm with Haruki, his high energy makes me feel less tired, and it's surprisingly fun to be around. Though I might be feeling the best, but at least I know that Ryota might understand his feelings too, and a soft unexpected smile brushes your lips. Maybe things aren't so bad after all. Maybe not everything has to be so difficult. Yay! But before the thought can settle, oh no! Something stirs beneath your skin. Guilt, thick and alive, begins to bubble, crawling its way through your veins and towards your fingertips. Your hands tremble. You glance down. Was that a flicker? A slither beneath the surface? What? How can you enjoy life when Kazuki's killer is still out there? You don't actually believe he committed suicide, do you? The accusation lingers, sinking its claws in. Your fingers find your nails, and you begin to pick, anxiety bubbling up, choking your thoughts. No, you're already working on finding his killer, aren't you? Yet the doubt coils tighter. Are you making any progress? I'm trying. I'm a busy person. It whispers, persistent. Who gave you the right to smile? To feel any joy when Kazuki is nothing more than ashes now? Your nails dig into your flesh, tearing at the guilt festering just beneath the surface. You claw at your skin, frantic, as if somehow you can scrape away the guilt. As if those phantom insects crawling beneath the surface will stop moving, will stop whispering. The scar in your hand throbs, sharp, biting, and suddenly the wound opens again, fresh blood dripping down your wrist. Your head pounds, a drumbeat of dread. A knock echoes from the door, soft but familiar. The cult again. Why do I have a feeling that this time it might be Kazuki? Panic seizes you and you run to the bathroom, desperate to escape. To wash away the dread crawling up your spine. You splash cold water on your face, but as you glance in the mirror, something flickers behind you. A shadow. A presence. Your stomach twists violently. Bile rises and you hurl the day's lunch into the sink. Then without warning, the lights snap off. Darkness engulfs the room, thick and suffocating. The only sound is a low menacing hum of the ventilator filling the void. And then footsteps. Thumping. Scuttling. Something. Someone is outside the bathroom door. A voice calls out, Yinny. Mom? No, it can't be. She's far away. Too far to be here. You shake the thought away, but the thumping grows louder and the cold dread seeps into your bones. The wounds on your hand bleeds more, the pain shooting up your arm. Kazuki! You whisper a prayer barely audible. I'm sorry, please. I'll find your killer, I swear. Your phone buzzes in the dark, cutting through the tension. A notification flashes. Remember to call if you need help. It's from your mom. Your heart clenches. A bit of laugh slipping from your lips. Screw that. I'm not calling that bitch. But then a colder thought cuts through the fear. But who are you calling? Run out? Run out. I want to run out and see what happens. The ticking of the clock grows louder. Each second a relentless drumbeat that seems to close in on you. Your hands fly up to cover your ears, but you fail to drown the insistent noise. The room around you starts to spin, and a heavy sense of dread tightens in your chest. Something's wrong. Something... You don't pursue that thought. Instead, you yank your front door open and bolt into the corridor. With a pounding heart, your bare feet slipping on the pavement. You almost run headfirst into a familiar figure. What's with all the noise? Didn't I... Before Ren can say anything, a loud crash sounds from inside your apartment, causing his eyes to widen in alarm. What the hell? What's going on in there? I'm being pursued by a hot ghost who really wants to give me his ectoplasm, I think. You scramble for an excuse, stumbling over your words as you try to come up with something convincing. But the only words that come out of your mouth are, No, don't go in! Ren scoffs and gives you that same disgruntled look. As if that'll stop me. When you think I'm just gonna stop like some NPC and just turn around and head home, move aside. I really like Ren. You roll your eyes and he pushes past you and steps through the door into the apartment. Inside the apartment, the mess still litters the floor, but Ren remains unfazed. He walks over to a shattered vase, inspecting the fragments of the calm demeanor. He picks up a piece and inspects it as if trying to figure something out in this mess. It's just a vase, Ren. I don't know what's so special. Suddenly a noise emanates from Kazuki's altar, and the light flickers out, plunging the room into darkness. You both gasp, and you instinctively shuffle behind Ren. Ren? He doesn't answer, but you can feel him trembling slightly. Shut up, I've got this. He clasps the amulet around his neck and starts chanting a quick prayer. The words spill from his lips in a rapid, almost ritualistic rhythm. For a brief moment, a familiar phrase peeks out of his string of incantations. Keep it together. The phrase sends an uncomfortable feeling through you. The room feels colder. Despite his supposed spiritual chanting, something about all this just feels unnatural. Just then a faint whisper, snaking from the darkness beyond, fills the silence beside your ear. You barely make out the words, trust no one. You jump back in shock, letting out a yelp that breaks Ren's concentration. Damn it, calm down, I'm trying to handle this. He also seems to be freaked out, but he quickly takes a deep breath to calm himself. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Just stay quiet and let me focus. I know you're afraid, but I need you to stay calm too. You nod, trying to steady your breathing as you watch him. Even though he's doing his best to stay calm, you can see the nervous tension in his movements. Ren takes a deep breath and miraculously the lights flicker back on. I didn't know you had the ability to use spiritual powers. Well, we all have our own talents. Yeah, but this is... Don't gawk too much. Besides, if it was an elder, they could have handled this easily. Elder? Ren's eyes widen as he quickly clamps his mouth shut, almost as if the words had slipped out unintentionally. Forgot about it. He coughs and mutters loudly. Well, who would have guessed? All those noises in your apartment were actually ghosts. You should have told me sooner. If I knew, I would have gone easier on you before. In that case, I think I deserve an apology. What? No way, you're still noisy as hell. If anything, you should be the one apologizing for turning this place into a stigmatized property. Now I have to deal with the rumors about ghosts and creepy stuff all because of you. This guy. Yeah, always the tsundere. Ren narrows his eyes at you, clearly annoyed, but a faint blush creeps up his cheeks. He huffs and looks away, his tough exterior faltering for a moment. So how do you know how to do all this? Ren hesitates, the usual confidence in his eyes faltering. He's clearly not used to sharing this part of himself. I've had bad luck since I was a kid. But someone saved me, my master, and he taught me a bit about spirituality. For a brief moment, Ren's voice softens, revealing a side of him that's rarely seen. I just want to help people, like my master helped me. Realizing he said more than he intended, he quickly retreats behind his cool exterior, his voice returning to its familiar detached tone. But don't get any ideas. I'm only doing this to stop the noise. You say that, but still, thank you. You were still really cool. Ren's cheeks flush slightly as he quickly looks away. You're making a big deal out of it. He hesitates for a moment, then mutters in a quieter tone. You should take care of yourself more. Without waiting for a response, Ren turns and heads towards the door. The brief moment of vulnerability already fading as he slips back into his usual demeanor. Well, I appreciate the help. And my sanity increased. As you drift into sleep, fragments of another life flicker through your mind. Faces and voices swell around you, familiar yet distant, leaving an unsettling sense of deja vu. There's a leader's presence, a protector's shadow, a friend's warmth, a wanderer's wisdom, and a companion's loyalty all tangled in memories you can't quite grasp. You want to make sense of it, but wariness pulls you deeper into a void-filled slumber where the past whispers never fully reveal themselves. Dig deeper. You feel your heart wrench as memories of the past continue to swell in your brain. You hear the same familiar knockings, but this time they feel different, not teeming with the same malicious intent brewing in your apartment, but with an air of protectiveness and warmth and even love. Someone loved you very much. He cared about you in the past. When you were chased out of your village, he took you in. Yes, him. He had everything, a mansion, servants, and power. Unlike the people at your village, he wasn't afraid of you, even though you brought endless calamities. His potential. He saw strength, and he saw kindness despite everything. You were the calm in his life. Until, dig deeper, until the calamity. Yes, you ruined everything. You had someone who loved you, but you couldn't help it. You had to ruin it all, didn't you? You had people who cared, yet that wasn't enough. You had to destroy everything. A persistent ache gnaws at your temples as you toss and turn in your bed. When you finally drift off, you find yourself trapped in a state between waking and dreaming, with the oppressive weight of the sleep paralysis pinning you down. All around you, the shadows dance and morph into haunting figures. Muffled voices, distant and unintelligible, echo in your ears as they scream your name. You see the people who loved you melt into a horrifying mass of flesh and blood. Oh, lovely! You try to scream, to move, but your body disobeys your desperate commands. Just when you think you can't take any more, the darkness recedes. You wake up drenched, in sweat and trembling, the nightmare clinging remnants leaving you shaken and exhausted. Sanity decreased. No! My sanity! After work, you're stepping off the train with Ryota. Your phone suddenly rings. Seeing that's an unknown number, you excuse yourself and step aside to answer, leaving Ryota to wait for you curiously. Hello, this is Officer Watanabe. I'm calling to discuss Kazuki's case. Yes, what is it? Have you found something? Did you find his body? Actually, we didn't find anything. We thoroughly investigated the matter, and all evidence points to a tragic suicide. We believe it's time to close the case. I understand this is difficult, but continuing to push won't change the outcome. You can't be serious. There are too many unanswered questions. I know there's more to it. Kazuki wouldn't just end his life like that. His body wasn't even found. And that suicide note was clearly fake. Again, I sympathize with your situation, but all the evidence supports our conclusion. We will not reopen the case unless we receive concrete proof that someone else was involved. No, I can't accept that. Kazuki deserves better than this. I deserve closure too. Look, I understand that you're grieving. And if you continue to pursue this, you could face legal repercussions for obstructing the police. I'm advising you to let it go. Are you just gonna leave it? We don't have the manpower or resources to waste on a closed case. I'm very sorry. I hope that you'll be able to find peace soon. And with that, the line goes silent. You angrily close your phone. Your reflection stares back at you helplessly from the darkened screen, as if begging for you to do something to fix this. An overwhelming urge to scream wells up in your chest. I'm sorry about that. His voice surprises all the rage out of you. In your agitation, you had forgotten he was still there watching the whole debacle unfold. You turn around, mortified. Sorry, it's just the police again. You must have guessed. They've given up on Kazuki's case. I'm really sorry that this is happening after all the work you put into this. I don't know what I can do to help if there's anything at all. Oh, no, it's okay. This is my burden to bear. I can share it with you if you'll let me. Even so, it's not good to fret over the past. Your mother's right about that. Ugh, not her again. I know you really look up to her, but she's not exactly the best person to listen to. Especially with how stubborn she is about her ideals. The way she believes how anything can be overcome if you just put your mind to it. But sometimes hard work just isn't enough. I know how headstrong your mother can be, but that mindset did help me and Yoko out of everything. You vaguely recall how your mum was there for Ryota and Yoko back in school. She helped them to escape their abusive home, always listening and supporting them as their teacher. It's a memory that sticks with you, especially when you think about how different things were for you. She means well and she cares about you. Does she now? The words come out tense and bitter. You can't help but feel angry at your mum for pressuring you even in her absence. At Ryota, even though he doesn't know any better, and at yourself. Ryota senses a change in tension and clears his throat. Today's been a long day. Should we grab some food before I take you home? Yoko's been going on about the new pastry at the cafe. We could give it a try. You hesitate, unsure of whether to accept this offer. On one hand, you're annoyed at his blind admiration to your mum. On the other hand, you know he's not doing it on purpose. Accept it. Alright, I'm a bit hungry, so let's go. Ryota smiles warmly at you, his concern momentarily fading. Alright, let's go. Affection with Ryota increased. Oh, Ame-chan, are you here to see me? And you're here too, I guess. Are you 12? You're always so sensitive, Ryo. Anyways, how can I help you guys? Oh, I just came here to talk to you. Oh, you're so cute. You didn't have to butter me up to get pastries. I always save some for you in case you drop by after work. You know I'm not here for that. That's just a bonus. The real treat is talking with you. Thank you, Ame-chan. Your sweetness is wasted on someone like my brother. Seriously, I'm right here, guys. We're only joking around, and besides, it's not like you guys are actually dating, right? Yeah, this is for you. Yoko hands you a golden and flaky croissant. Enjoy. You're never that nice to me. Because you don't deserve it, but Ame-chan does. Anyways, we just gotten some new pastries that are to die for. What will it be? Oh, Mont Blanc? That's my favorite. I do like eclairs though, but Mont Blanc sounds great. I'll take that over there. Oh my god, it looks so good. I miss Mont Blanc. This one's a classic soft, sweet chestnut cream piped like a mountain peak, just with a dusting of powdered sugar. It tastes like autumn in every bite. And what about you, Rio? Just a coffee for me, thanks. Alright, coming right up. You two find a seat and relax. As you find a cozy corner to sit in, you can't help but notice the warmth in the cafe, a stark contrast to the cold conversation with the police officer. Ryota's attempt to lighten the mood doesn't go unnoticed, and you start to feel a bit of the day's stress melt away. Shortly, you see Yoko bringing over the pastries and coffee with a cheerful smile. Here you go, enjoy. Thanks, Yoko, this looks delicious. Anytime, just remember you're always welcome here. You take a bite of the pastry, and for a moment everything feels a bit better. So... Actually, I just needed to get out of the house for a bit. It's been a rough day. Work's been stressful and my mom's been on my case, and Kazuki, it's all just a lot. And with everything that happened, especially last month, abruptly you realize that you're rambling about your troubles. You immediately clamp your hand over your mouth and look up at the siblings, hoping that they haven't been too put off by your negativity. That's okay, don't put too much pressure on yourself, okay? You're really doing a good job handling everything, especially with what's going on. I know what I said earlier about your mother's mindset, but it's also about your own strength. You're doing great. Thank you. You can always rely on us, you know? We're always cheering you on. Ryota nods in agreement. You feel supported, despite everything you'll love. You spend the rest of the night with them talking about mundane things as you enjoy your dessert. Maybe you'll be alright. Not in the long run, but just for tonight. Eventually, the cafe closes and you part ways with Ryota and Yoko, feeling a bit lighter than before. The walk home is quiet. The night air cools against your skin. As you step into your apartment, the weight of the day's stress seems to settle back in, but the warmth from your night out lingers. Another exhausting day of work is finally over. I hope tomorrow won't be as bad as today. Just as you're about to close the door, you feel a pressure on the other side. A foot wedges between the door and the frame, stopping you from shutting it completely. Hello? Miss? Go away. Not this again. Although reluctant, you didn't have much of a choice but to reopen the door. Yes, how can I help? You trail off as you count a group of 4 men standing outside the apartment. They don't look particularly friendly. There's something unnerving about them. Apologies for the late visit. I believe your mother has mentioned that you've been experiencing spiritual issues. You shake your head. My mother? What are you talking about? I think you got the wrong person. I'm not sure who you... You might not have noticed it, but Hiroshi Nakami's influence has already touched your life in ways you don't yet understand. We understand that this must be overwhelming. But Hiroshi Nakami sees things in you that you may not even realize. His guidance has already found its way into your life. I don't understand. What do you mean? You try to shake the confusion out of your mind, but the mention of this Hiroshi Nakami fills you with unease. He chooses his followers carefully, those who seek answers and those who are lost. For those searching for something greater, and you, miss, have already begun your path without realizing it. Hiroshi Nakami offers peace, clarity, and understanding. His light can guide you through the darkness and alleviate these spiritual issues that you have. All you have to do is let him. You take a cautious step back, trying to shut the door again, but you can feel their presence looming. The cultists hesitate, their eyes scanning you like they're deciding on what to do next. The man who spoke earlier steps forward, his gaze focused and intense. Miss, we understand that our arrival is sudden, but this path we offer isn't one you should turn away from. Hiroshi Nakami's light is already in your life. It has touched you. Whoa, hey! It's what now? In your dreams. And it can give you more than you could ever imagine. You tense up. It's not like last time. There's a force behind his words that make you feel trapped. Kazuki? Kazuki, I know you're dead, but this will be a really good time to help me. I don't know what you mean. I've had weird dreams, sure, but that doesn't mean I need your guidance. I'm fine on my own. Another cultist family pushes a little closer to the door. Can I pepper spray him? That's where you're wrong, miss. You've been searching for something, haven't you? You don't realize it yet, but Hiroshi Nakami sees your struggles, your doubts. The light he offers can give you the peace you're craving. The answers you've always needed, but only if you accept him in your heart. Another cultist steps closer to you. Hiroshi Nakami can see your fear, your uncertainty. You're standing in the threshold of something far greater than yourself. We are offering you the key to unlock your potential. But you have to choose to step forward. Don't let fear keep you from the truth. You feel your stomach tighten, the pressure of their words hanging in the air like a heavy weight. I don't need anything from you, I'm fine, just... No, you're not fine. You're hiding from the truth. It's obvious. You've been running from your own destiny, from the path that Hiroshi Nakami has set for you. But his light is unwavering. His purpose inevitable. I'm not interested in this Kami of yours, okay? I just want you to leave me alone. Listen to yourself, you can feel it, can't you? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? No, get out! The restlessness inside you. Hiroshi Nakami will calm that storm. All he asks is that you open your heart and trust in him and allow him to guide you out. You know that deep down, you won't find peace until you accept him. You feel a cold chill running down your spine. This isn't a request anymore, it's an ultimatum. And you start to realize the more you resist, the more they're going to push. Miss, please, you don't know what you're turning away. Hiroshi Nakami offers everything you've ever wanted. Purpose and clarity and belonging, can't you see? The truth is right in front of you. Stop fighting it. Let him in. You find peace. You find strength. Just open your heart to him. Feeling the weight of their words press on you, anxiety starts bubbling up. You don't understand. I don't want this. I don't want your salvation, your Kami, or whatever it is you're offering. Just leave me alone. A look of disappointment flickers in his eyes before he exhales almost sorrowfully. We were hoping you would come to this on your own, miss. We wanted to offer you guidance, not force you. But it seems you're still not ready. We will be back. Hiroshi Nakami's light will reach you eventually. Everyone finds their way to him in time, but you will have to face him whether you're ready or not. The cultists begin to step back, one by one, but their eyes linger on you almost as if they can see something you can't. The weight of their gaze lingers long after they disappear down the hallway. You close the door, your heart pounding, panting, feeling the strain of the encounter. And they want me to accept their Kami and not giving up this easily. They're gonna keep coming back to push me to their side. However, before you can crash into the couch as you usually do, you see her, an all too familiar presence, seated with a rigid stillness that sharpens as she looks up, disappointment carved into her expression. Why are you doing this to me? Do you know who called me today? The police. Again. And why? Because of you prying into that Kazuki boy's death again. How many times must I tell you? This curiosity will be your ruin. Mom, please, I don't need. This isn't about what you need. I'm not offering help. I'm telling you what has to be done. Everything you're missing, I've already laid out the answer for you. I'm giving you solutions. But you're the one that's not willing to change. It's you that's the problem. Ryota, the Exorcist. Mom, I'm trying. I really am, but... Trying? by pushing away the people I send your way. Imagine my shame knowing you treated those with wisdom and respect like common intruders. You were the one who sent those weird religious people to my house. Mum, they're complete strangers. Weird? Watch your tongue, girl. They've grasped truths you would never understand and you turn them away. You are unwilling to change. Are you a cult member? Mum, I don't need them. I don't need... They can help you find peace if you let them. If you let me help you. Her gaze pierces through you. And then the calculated shift. Her voice softens to a deceptive murmur that chills your skin like the calm before a storm. You wouldn't have to bear all these burdens if you just listen. All I want is what's best for you. The room feels as if it's closing in, shrinking with every word that slips from her mouth. Her voice relentless and insistent, sinking into you like a weight pressing from each side. It's too much. Your sanity is slowly slipping. Oh no. Your heart slowly pounding against the pressure building in your chest. Oh no. The constant urge for you to give in, to surrender, if only to quiet her voice. I can't take this. I don't know what to do. Your mind reels, clouded by anxiety as the words echo around you. The pounding in your chest grows stronger, threatening to overtake the last bit of your composure. And despite your visible displeasure, your mother keeps speaking, her voice a constant assault against your thoughts. Can you leave? You almost break down as your mother's words ring in the background. There you go again. Are you going to say something or are you just going to sit there? She waits, her gaze piercing, expecting you to respond. What are you trying to pull? Don't just stare blankly at me. Her face hardens. Her gaze latching onto you, expectant, demanding more. Your grip falters, nearly slipping entirely when suddenly a voice soft and unfamiliar echoes in your mind, cutting through the clamor. You don't have to do this alone. Your eyes gaze over to the phone in your hand. You don't have to deal with her ramblings alone. Yes, you can always get help. I'll have to call someone. But Ryota's nowhere nearby. And Haruki, who knows where he is right now? Ren could be an option, but he's hardly the type to calm things down. If no one's gonna get here right away, then I'll have to keep her distracted until they do. But who should I call? Minigame is about to begin. You'll have the option to call someone for help, but keep in mind that some may be farther from the apartment. The farther they are, the longer you'll need to play the rhythm game. Choose carefully. Ooh, wow. Ryota, Haruki, Ren. I think I'll call Haruki, because it'll be interesting to see what he does. I'm trying. God, the minigame is really stressful, but it's such a good mechanic to keep. Oh my god. Oh no. I missed a lot then. After several more rounds of her scathing words, you feel your resolve wavering. The suffocating silence following each of her accusations pressed down on you, urging you to respond, to appease her, anything to relieve the tension mounting in the room. Your thumb hovers over the contacts, finally landing on that familiar name. Haruki. Should you really call him? You're not sure what he could do, but if your mother believes in him enough to hire him, it's worth a shot. You quickly type out a message and hit send, your heart racing as you wait for a response. Haruki, I really need you to come over. It's my mother and I can't seem to get through to her. Maybe you could help. Just as you're about to set your phone down, your mother's sharp voice slices through the air. I'm speaking to you, and you're using your phone in front of me. How dare you? You hesitate, caught between the frustration and desire to keep the peace. But the bitterness slips out before you can think better of it. I'm texting the exorcist you hired. Perhaps he can do something about all the religious nonsense you're always spouting. Her expression shifts, disbelief morphing into indignation as her eyebrows arch. Can I estrange this woman? She's a bitch. You're bringing him up now? This isn't about him. This is about you and your unwillingness to accept the solutions I provided. You take a deep breath, the rising tide of anger in her voice only fueling your resolve. Well, I am. I'm utilizing one of them. You provided the solution after all. Now get the hell out. Go away. Her face reddens as her frustration mounts, her voice a mix of anger and exasperation. Don't get mouthy with me. This isn't about him or your so-called supernatural problems. You take a deep breath, trying to maintain your composure as you lock eyes with her. Mom, please just hear him out. He might have some insight that could actually help us. You hired him for a reason, so let him do his job. You. Fine. You want to drag an outsider into this, so be it. You're the one who dragged the outsider here in the first place. My god, I just want to push you out the fucking door. But don't think for a second this absolves you of your responsibilities. You feel a moment of relief wash over you, but it's quickly overshadowed by the rising tension in the room. You return your attention to your phone just as Haruki's cheerful text appears. Absolutely, dear client, I will bring my expertise to the rescue. Even if my interpersonal skills are about as polished as a rusty doorknob. I'll polish his doorknob later. Anyways, I promise I'll give it my all for you. Just hold tight. I'll be there faster than you can say. Mummy issues. His jovial tone makes you smile despite the tension, and for a moment, you feel a flicker of hope as you picture him bounding through the door with that trademark exuberance. The air thickens with tension as your mother processes your reply, and you can feel a spark of defiance brewing within you. Now you just need to keep calm until he arrives. Maybe one more song. Alright, we got this. Oh no, it's so difficult because if you miss like one, you just end up missing a bunch. Holding on. Man, How long is he gonna be? I did it! Impressive. You hit 89% of the total notes. Sanity increased. Yay, thank God. You managed to calm yourself down. Your heartbeat finally steadying. Your mom's words still rattle you, but you remain calm. Calm enough to hold your tongue. Each minute stretches. Her harsh words chipping away at the last remnants of your patience. Just when you begin to doubt he'll show up, there's a knock at the door. Ta-da! The doorknob seems to be rattling a bit. I can't open this. Hold on. The doorknob slowly turns. Ta-da! It's me, Haruki. My apologies. I thought I'd, well, glide right in. Seems like the door has outsmarted me. Oh, dear, the negative energy in here. I don't remember it being quite this intense last time. You. Finally. I hired you based on the recommendation of someone I hold in high regard, but your lack of results is starting to make me question your competence. Can I throw a table at her? Look at my daughter. She's as disobedient, as stubborn, and as hysterical as the day I first brought you here. Aren't you supposed to? Before she can launch into a full tirade, Haruki raises a finger close to his lips, shaking his head with a slight knowing smile. His eyes are firm. Hold it together. To your surprise, she pauses, taken aback. She presses her lips together, clearly not used to being interrupted so directly. With respect, ma'am, your daughter isn't the problem here. And if she were, my qualifications don't exactly include a psychology degree. But I do happen to be well versed in all things spiritual, which is exactly why you hired me. He straightens, his voice calm yet commanding. As I see it, there's a flow of negative energy re-entering this space. I applied a spiritual bandage of sorts, but you know, even the best bandage is only as strong as the adhesive it's given. Just get to the point already. The point is that you're a bitch and you need to leave. What I mean is that negative energy has a way of seeping back in. I can perform as many rituals as you like, but without support from the host, what I do won't have a lasting impact. Are you saying I'm not supporting my daughter enough, that this is my doing? Yes, absolutely. Please let me tell her off. No! Exactly. Calm in the face of adversity, though it might take a bit more than calm to get through this. Your mother scoffs, her arms crossing as she narrows her eyes. Calm? You think our problem is a lack of calm? Please, that's hardly the issue here. With just a little extra support, I'm sure my work can help, and then we can all... Support? I've been supporting her. You think that's all it takes? You wince as Haruki's grin slips, just slightly, a shadow of doubt in his expression. I was only suggesting you give her some space to... Space. So now I'm supposed to be silent while my own daughter is turning her back on what I've tried to teach her. Your mother thrusts a finger at you, her tone dripping with the harsh, accusatory edge you've grown up hearing. Suddenly it's like you're a child again, cowering under her anger and powerless. You feel like you can no longer leave this negotiation to Haruki. You flinch, the anger rising in you, a tidal wave of frustration that you can no longer hold back. You never listen. Never. You call this support. You're not helping me at all. You're suffocating me. The words hang between you, charged and raw. Your mother's eyes widen, momentarily stunned before they harden with renewed fury. How dare you speak to me like that? After everything I've done for you. You've done nothing but hurt me. Why can't you see that? Before your mother can argue back, Haruki steps in, holding up a hand with unexpected authority. That's enough. She falls silent, her glare snapping to Haruki, but he doesn't flinch. His voice is calm, but there's an edge to it. Something strong and unyielding you've rarely seen in him. This isn't helping anyone, ma'am. Not you, and certainly not your daughter. If you really want a solution here, it's time to let her breathe. Don't you dare tell me how to discipline my daughter. You don't need to discipline me. I'm a grown-ass adult. Haruki's gaze sharpens, his voice dropping low and steady, so quietly that you almost miss it. The others are vouch for me. Let me do my job. Fine, but don't think I'll just sit back in silence. This is my daughter and I'll speak up if I need to. Well, I would rather you not speak up. Go away. The serious glint in Haruki's eyes fades as he beams his usual grin. Absolutely. Your input is very, very important. Yeah, important for like giving it back to her so she can shove it up her own butt. You can see her bristle, her lips twitching as if ready to argue, but she holds back. With one last glare, she snatches her purse and mutters bitterly, You'll regret this. Not as much as you're gonna regret this. Get out. As she leaves, Haruki turns to you, tilting his head with an amused glint in his eyes. As the door shuts behind her, Haruki lets out a quiet breath, shooting you a supportive smile. Crisis averted, mostly. God, the tattoos on his arms are so attractive. She's not gonna leave a one-star review on my business, is she? You sigh, shaking your head. That could have gone better. I think we both did our best, but I know how hard it is to have her tearing into you like that. I just wish you let me handle it a little longer. I was close to getting her to fold, I think. He paused, feeling a swell of doubt. Maybe he's right. Maybe if he held back a bit longer, he could have managed to turn things around. But a sharp frustration rises within you. He just doesn't get it. He has no idea how hard it is to keep quiet, to bite your tongue when every word feels like an attack. Why should he make you feel like you've done something wrong for finally standing up for yourself? I'm sorry, but I hope you understand how hard it is for me too. Haruki looks at you thoughtfully, his expression softening before he smiles, warm and reassuring. I do get it. She knows how to push buttons in a way that could make anyone lose their cool. He gives a small wink, the teasing glint in his eyes softened by something kinder. But sometimes it's better to stay calm and let her think she's winning. He nods slowly, reluctant to admit he's right. Yet something in his gentle gaze eases the sting of it. I know. Thank you for trying. He lifts a hand, flashing a peace sign with a playful smile, like he's trying to remind you there's no blame here, only support. And in that moment, you realize Haruki's light no longer feels blinding. It's warm like the sun on a quiet Sunday afternoon. With that, he bids you farewell with an exaggerated bow, leaving you to wonder which Haruki lingers in your mind, the bold larger-than-life gesture, or the rare gentle presence that emerges when his guard slips. The second one because it's cute? Sanity decreased. No, my sanity! Kazuki, the air around the shrine feels oddly... Work was tiring today. I'm sorry, Kazuki, I'll do what I can. There, all cleaned up. Perhaps some incense from the temple will help you feel better, but I'll have to get it for you next time, okay, Kazuki? I really wish I could, but it's late. Best not to leave the house now. Window. What the hell is that out there? What the hell is that? The window remains open, but this time there's no cotton candy scent. Instead, you see a child crouching in the corner, unmoving. No explanation, no reason, just there. Now that's a strange sight. Why is that there? What is going on? In true classic horror fashion, do you keep the window open to check if he's okay just in case it's a neglected child? Or do you pretend you saw nothing and close the window? No, I'm scared! We'll keep it open. Hey, kid, it's late. You should head home soon. Oh god! Please let me in, please? It's so cold out here. Okay, well, you're scaring the shit out of me. Please. Please. What the? And just like that, whatever was outside the window is gone. The spot where it had been just moments ago is now empty, swallowed by the night. No footsteps in the frost. No shadow in the dim glow of the streetlights, just silence. Oh god, that was terrifying! Your sanity's a little low, maybe you should calm down a little. Why smog? What's smog? We'll do normal this time, see how I go. Oh god! That was terrible. You hit 92% of the total note. I did. Time for bedroom. You finally enter your bedroom and switch off the lights, but then they flicker and sputter before surrendering to darkness. Slipping beneath the covers, you hear the quiet hum of the pipes, the low rush of cars on the street and the usual footsteps of neighbors from above. But tonight the footsteps multiply. A growing thump that becomes heavier and faster. You start to wonder if it's something else. With a glance, you place your phone nearby, fingers itching for a quick call if needed, but eventually sleep overtakes you. Fuck! Jesus! My god! Ah! In the depths of the night, you dream of Kazuki. In a dim, hazy scene, he talks about his fascination with collecting insects. Each word faint as a breath. The images, they're growing clearer. Beetles, cockroaches, or is it something different? Something sinister. Its body snaking around the room like a creature just beyond your reach. You search, almost desperately trying to find its name, but it slips away, elusive, lost in the fog of your dream. It seems as though the tapestry is finally unraveling itself. The key players already made their first move. Though, some have moved quickly than expected, others still hesitate, as if time waits for them. I wonder what your next move will be, my dear princess. I am in awe. This is shooting straight up to my top 10. Day 4. I'm so glad it's not over yet. You wake up to the familiar buzz on your phone. A few messages from your mum light up on the screen. The first one featuring a painfully outdated gif of balloons and glitter text. Happy birthday. I'll be dropping off a cake later. Make sure you finish it tonight or it'll go stale. Have a good day. Ah yes, a classic from your mother. Equal parts affection and command. It almost slipped your mind. It's your birthday today. You're turning... something. The number seems to glitch in your mind like a censored secret the universe refuses to acknowledge. Or maybe you're just repressing it. Maybe this year, your birthday wish will actually come true. Maybe your mum will finally listen to you. Huh? Doubt it. Hear you out. Let you breathe without the constant pressure of her expectations. Maybe today will actually be a good birthday. Just kidding. You already know how it's going to end. Oh well, no point in dwelling on it now. You deal with all that after work. Hey Yinny, happy birthday. You're getting pretty old, huh? Hey, what the hell? Yeah. Whoa, heard from Tanaka-san that it's your birthday. Must suck having to spend it at work, huh? Well, that's just life. I don't know how many more ha-has I have left in me. By mid-afternoon, it's clear that today is just another work-filled birthday. The highlight of the day. A hefty stack of monthly reports unceremoniously dropped onto your desk by your boss. A truly unforgettable birthday gift. I'll give him a gift that he won't forget. It's called a chair to the face. As you sift through the reports, a familiar voice calls out from behind you, happy birthday. Thank you. You glance over your shoulder, offering a polite smile. You said that quite a few times today. Hi, Ryota. Oh, I didn't realize it was you, Ryota. Maybe I should have made my birthday wishes a bit more memorable. Don't worry about it. Honestly, I think I've had enough birthday wishes to last me until next year. Hopefully you're not too worn out to actually celebrate it though. Boss asked me to stick around and finish some reports. But if you're still up for a birthday dinner, I'll be at the station around 8 p.m. Before you can respond, a voice cuts through the air from the other side of the office. Hey, can someone help me with this? Ryota straightens up, already turning towards the sound. I gotta go. Good luck with your work. And happy birthday, Yinny. You go about your day as usual, the hours slipping by until it's finally time to head home. Stepping off the train, lingering, you pause for a moment. A thought lingering in your mind, how should you spend your birthday today? Well, we gotta go get some incense for Kazuki. You head to the temple, and as you look around, you notice a monk tending to the shrine office. Excuse me, have you seen Haruki around? If he's not in his office, he's probably wandering around town trying to drum up business. Or maybe in the alley fooling around with that damn cat. You shouldn't meddle with him too much. Why? Other than the obvious reasons. Because once he latches onto you, he doesn't let go. His persistence is relentless. Oh, but I like that. In a fictional man, the monk hesitates, his gaze darting around to ensure no one's listening. And when he speaks again, his voice is barely above a whisper. Look, miss, I trust Haruki. I trust him. Trust. That's not given lightly. He must have done something remarkable to earn, though I can't help but question both what he did and your judgment. Oh, shut up. Haruki's a good person, I can tell. Good people often mean well, I'll admit that. But even the best intentions can lead to disastrous outcomes. You can't ignore that possibility. Regardless of what you think, I still trust him. It seems no words of mine will sway you. Very well. Just be careful, miss. The world is rarely kind to those who trust so easily. Please take care of yourself. Right. I better go get Kazuki's incense while I'm here. Alright. Affection with Haruki increased. Station. Oh, Ryota's at the station. You arrive at the train station and stand by the gantry waiting. After a short while, you spot Ryota stepping through the gates. The moment he notices you, his expression shifts. He tries to mask it, but the smile, tugging at the corner of his lips, is unmistakable. It's brief, a flash of something warmer than usual, but it doesn't escape your notice. As he approaches, his tired eyes reflect the exhaustion from work, but the soft smile never quite disappears. Ah, you're here. Sorry if I kept you waiting. Were you waiting for me? I hope I didn't make you wait too long. I'm glad you decided to come. You know, if you're still up for it, we can grab that dinner, just like I promised. It's my treat, of course. Sure. Yeah, I'd like that. Let's go at that birthday dinner. For a moment, Ryota seems caught off guard. His eyes widen just slightly before his expression softens into a warm smile. His relief and happiness unmistakable despite his efforts to stay composed. Really? I mean, great. I was worried you might have had plans with someone else. I'm not exactly the life of the party. I enjoy being around you. You don't need to be the life of the party to make someone's day better. Thanks. That means a lot, really. Well, there's this takoyaki place nearby. It's not fancy or anything, but I thought, well, it's your birthday, so you should get something good to eat. Sounds perfect. Lead the way. The rich aroma of grilled takoyaki fills the air as you step into the cozy eatery. Its warm lighting casting a welcoming glow. You take a seat beside Ryota at the counter. The comforting aroma of freshly grilled takoyaki wafting up as a steaming plate is set before you. For a moment, neither of you speak, but the quiet hum of the restaurant fills your space. You glance at Ryota, his gaze fixed on the food, and you find yourself wondering how to break the silence. Ask about his work. Ask about this place. How'd you even find this place? It's so tucked away. Honestly, it's by accident. One night after work, I was wandering around, just ended up here. Didn't even know this place existed before that. An unlikely coincidence. Quite so. Like how in stories, the main character always ends up in the right place just at the right time. Maybe we're in some cheesy romance written by some lonely writer. Well, they got some good taste of food, I guess. Ask about work. So how was work today? Pretty busy. I was rushing to meet a deadline, but luckily I made it just in time. Right. I hope I didn't make things harder for you. If you needed more time, we could have done this another day. I'll be honest, I am genuinely really liking Ryota. He's very gentle and like a really nice stable presence that I feel like is good for MC. On the bright side though, I thought Haruki was more of a jester, like they said. But like the really nice warm side that comes out of him is honestly very soft and unexpected. Ryota shakes his head, a soft smile spreading across his face. Don't apologize. If anything, it gave me something to look forward to. Anything for you. Ask about the food, enjoy the food, enjoy the food. As you sit at the counter, the comforting aroma of takoyaki wafts around you. Raising a raised voice from a nearby booth catches your attention. Despite your better judgment, you can't help but to overhear the conversation. Are you seriously gonna let them dictate everything? Every decision, every plan, it's always about what they want. Out of everyone, you should understand why it's not that simple. Understand? I've been trying to understand for years, but it feels like I'm the only one trying. I'm tired, you know? Tired of feeling like I come second to your family. You sit quietly, the tension in their voices making it hard not to listen in. The weight of their argument feels heavy, And as you steal a glance at Ryota, you realize he's also caught up in their words, his expression thoughtful. There's a moment of silence between you, broken only when he clears his throat and says softly, "They're being awfully loud." Ask about Ryota's opinion. What do you think? Who's in the right here? Oh, I'm not sure. Stuff like this is not so black and white. You can't really know who's right unless you're in their shoes. That's true. Do you think family is everything, though? That's a heavy question. He exhales softly, the faintest trace of a nervous laugh slipping through. I guess I don't really think about it much. Maybe it's better this way. You tilt your head waiting, but he quickly continues before you can press further. I hope the food's to your liking. What do you really think, Ryota? Please work. Please work. I want him to open up. Yeah, but yay! Ryota shifts slightly, his expression pensive as he picks at his takoyaki stick. You know, I used to think family was everything. That no matter what happened, you had to stick by them no matter how bad things got. Maybe I still think that in a way. But then I start thinking about everything my parents put me through, and it just doesn't feel right. It's hard to call them family when I feel like they've hurt me more than anyone else. It feels like I'm contradicting myself when I think that way, and I wonder if it's just bitterness that's clouding my judgment. Maybe I let it build up over the years, and now it's all I can see. If you ask me who's in the right, I honestly don't know. Even though their family has done some terrible things, part of me still feels like if I were in his shoes, I'd still feel indebted to them. It's like the strange codependent connection I can't shake. The words hang between you, heavy and uncertain, but you can't help but feel a sense of understanding stirring within you. You gently place your hands on the counter, leaning forward as you meet his gaze, offering a quiet reassurance. I get it. I'm in the same boat, honestly. Even though my mum is terrible to me, I sometimes wonder if I'm holding on to all this bitterness just because of everything she's done. I don't even know if I'm angry at her or just everything she's made me feel. It's hard to tell where the bitterness ends and what's real begins. Ryota is quiet for a moment, processing your words as he looks at you. His face softens and he gives a small understanding nod. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's not easy to sort through all those feelings, especially when you don't have answers. But maybe that's okay. We don't have to figure it all out right now. We can take our time and figure things out together. You are so sweet. You are actually just ideal husband. God, I want him so bad. You give him a small smile, grateful for the quiet connection that passes between you in this moment. It feels like a small step forward. For the first time, you don't have to carry the burden of all those unanswered questions alone. Okay, enough sad talk. This is the part where I give you your birthday gift. You got me something. Ryota, you shouldn't have. It's nothing much. I brought this a few months ago. I didn't know when it would be the right time to give it to you, but I thought your birthday would be the right time. You glance at him curiously as he reaches into his jacket pocket. His movements deliberate, almost hesitant. When he pulls out a small velvet box, your breath catches. Weird way to propose, but yes. He opens it to reveal a delicate necklace. The pendant shaped like the radiant sun. That's so cute. You doubt yourself a lot, I know that. But to me, you're the sun. You're bright, Yinny. His words leave you speechless for a moment, your heart full as you carefully take the necklace from him. Ryota, I don't even know what to say, thank you. This means so much to me. You don't have to say anything. I just wanted you to know how much you mean to me. And well, maybe it's a way to pay you back for everything you've done. You don't owe me anything, you know, but thank you, really. The two of you fall into a quiet rhythm as you leave the restaurant. The necklace resting against your collarbone, its weight a comforting reminder of his works. You find yourself replaying them in your mind, marveling at how he could see you as something so bright and positive. You never thought of yourself like that before. And now there's something unfamiliar bubbling up inside of you, warm and fluttering. As you walk side by side, you're glad for the cover of night, the shadows hiding the telltale red creeping in your ears. Ryota walks beside you, his hands in his pockets, his presence steady and reassuring. And for a moment you wonder if he can feel it too. The quiet shift in the air between you. Alright, let's go celebrate your birthday. Ali, find Haruki. Sanity increased. Affection with Ryota increased. Ali. Oh, look at them, just hanging out. You notice Haruki in the alleyway, crouched near a stray cat with a small dish of food in his hand. Approach him. My dear client, have you come to visit me? Or does Mr. Tubbs over here have another visitor? You glance down to see a stray cat nestled comfortably between Haruki's shoes. Haruki is crouched beside him, carefully placing a small dish of food within the cat's reach. Are you acquainted with this guy? Seems like he's got a lot of fans. Miyabi glances at you briefly, then turns away with a flick of his tail, letting out a soft hiss of annoyance as you approach. Ignore him, he's a meanie. But deep down, I think he secretly likes people. Maybe. Haruki shrugs with a grin, scratching behind Miyabi's ears, unfazed by the cat's attitude. You seem to know him pretty well. How long have you been feeding him? Oh, it's been a while. He showed up around here a few months back, scrappy and a little standoffish. I never see him during the day, but he always comes back to this spot late at night. Maybe he's got a day job. Anyway, took a bit of time, but now he actually lets me pet him sometime. Not bad for a meanie like him. Miyabi lets out a soft meow as if protesting the label. Okay, you're a softie deep down, I admit it. I've seen him around here too. He chuckles, but there's a genuine warmth in his voice. He runs his fingers through Mr. Tubbs' fur one last time before standing up straight, wiping his hands on his pants. Did you really come to visit me, or is it just the cat you're after? Yes, of course. If not, why else would I have appeared before you? Maybe you're here for Mr. Tubbs, huh? Well, Mr. Tubbs is a pleasant surprise, but I really did come to find you, Haruki. Such a nice feeling to be wanted. I'll do more than just want you. And I too try to keep myself humble, but a little ego boost never hurts. If only my mother had the same feeling. So, what can I, and or Mr. Tubbs, help you with today? You know, we're both professionals in the art of making people's days a little brighter. I just want to spend time with you. Honestly, I just want to spend some time with you. And spend time with me you shall. You have my undivided attention. You and Mr. Tubbs. But then it's divided. You chuckle as you lean down to pet the now sleeping cat. Looks like he's had his fill and decided a nap was in order. To live the life of a cat, no bills, no responsibility, just endless naps and meals graciously approved. Graciously provided by strangers, what a dream. So let's say tomorrow you wake up as a cat, what would you do first? Well, first I'd double check that all my bills are paid and all my appliances were off. Because even as a cat, I'm a responsible one. Then I come find you so you could take care of me for the rest of my perfect little life. After all, who else would spoil me as much as you? Oh, so now I'm on the hook for Cat Haruki. Sounds like a lot of work. What if I decide to make you earn your keep? Earn my keep? Cruel and unusual punishment. What kind of caretaker makes their beloved cat work? But seriously, I'm glad you wanted to spend time with me. I know it's probably not the most professional thing to say, but I'd like to think of us as friends. I like to think of us as more than friends. Maybe later on you can use that rope around your neck for something else related. I mean, I know I'm just your quirky exorcist and all, but it's nice having someone like you around. Haruki, you're definitely a friend. A strange one, but a friend nonetheless. I'll take it. And well, thank you for being so kind to me. You didn't have to, but you are. And I really appreciate that. I'll take it. And well, thank you for being so kind to me. You didn't have to, but you are, and I really appreciate that. Haruki rummages through his bag, his expression unusually sheepish. Finally, he pulls out a small Moraemon keychain and holds it out to you. Moraemon? Kinda like Doraemon? I really liked Doraemon when I was a child. Here, I meant to give this to you earlier, but I guess I just didn't have the guts. It's nothing fancy, just something I thought you'd like. You take the keychain, eyes lining up as you turn it over in your hands. Oh, how'd you know? I really like this little guy. I've seen him hanging on your phone. Thought you might want to back up, in case anything happens to the original. Although I probably shouldn't tell you about the 8-year-old I had to outmaneuver to get it. You didn't. I had to. Amazing what the power of being young and blissfully shameless can do for a kid. Like they don't have that lifetime of second guessing yet, no crippling fear of being judged, just pure unfiltered keychain ambition. I don't know about you because I definitely had a fear of being judged when I was young. So what you're saying is, you outplayed a literal child. Absolutely, and I have zero regrets. My persistence paid off, didn't it? Well, thank you for your bravery, Haruki. It's perfect. Just doing my part for the greater good. But don't let that kid see you with it, or they might come for revenge. Is that foreshadowing? Because I really don't want to see that kid outside my window again. That was scary. Right, I really don't want to get beat up, especially by a kid. But thank you, Haruki, for thinking about me. Alright now, don't get all mushy on me. Mr. Tubbs might get jealous. Plus, this also doubles as a birthday present. Don't think I didn't forget. Happy birthday, Yinny. You hadn't expected anyone to remember your birthday, much less someone as carefree as Haruki. Wait, how'd you know it was my birthday? My dear Klein, you underestimate the great powers of an exorcist extraordinaire. It would be utterly shameful if I didn't know the finer details of your life, like the stars revealing their secrets, the winds whispering your truths. You found it on Rhine. I found it on Rhine. Anywho, allow me to formally invite the birthday girl to a celebratory feast of the finest takoyaki in town. Sure, it's no 5-star Michelin dining experience, but hey, it's warm, it's tasty, and it's nearby. Alright, but I assume that it means it's your treat? I just had takoyaki, but I'll never hesitate to put more balls in my mouth. Naturally, consider this the gold standard of 5-star customer service. You won't be disappointed. The two of you stroll to the nearby takoyaki food stall, the scent of sizzling takoyaki wafting through the air. As you sit together, Haruki's light-hearted banter fills the conversation. His jokes and animated storytelling drawing out the laughter you hadn't realized you needed. The warmth of the food and his company melts away the weight of your worries, if only for a while. When it's time to leave, Haruki flashes you a grin, his expression softer this time. Thanks for letting me steal a bit of your birthday. Hope it's one to remember. Alright, we gotta get home. I'm feeling a little ominous by that one to-do list on your phone where it says head home and celebrate your birthday. Apartments? Go home. You step into your home greeted by an eerie silence. On the dining table sits a small cake meticulously decorated with pastel icing. A note rests beside it in your mother's familiar handwriting. Eat this. All of it. It's good for you. I bet you she put drugs in it. She's being nice, that's so normal. How strange. A strange unease prickles at the back of your mind, but you sit down anyway, taking a bite. At first, it's a sweet, soft sponge with a hint of vanilla. But then something foreign grates against your tongue. You pause, your stomach tightening as you pull the bite from your mouth, revealing long strands of hair tangled in the frosting. Ew! Oh, gross. What the hell? Did Mum poison me? You run to the sink, spitting it out. Gagging. It's as if your body has already decided to reject more. A sudden heat forces you into the sink as bile rises uncontrollably. You continue to vomit, various substances escaping your lips. Your lunch from today, spit and stomach acid and more hair. You clutch the edge of the sink, trembling as more hair spills from your mouth, clinging to your lips like something alive. The tang of stomach acid burns your throat, but what follows sends cold terror coursing through your veins. Chunks of meat, roaring, glistening, hit the sink with wet, sickening splats. You try to catch your breath, but another wave overtakes you. Your body convulses, bringing up more and more hair, bits of undigested food, and then teeth. Jagged yellow teeth rattling against the porcelain basin. This isn't real. Maybe you're hallucinating again, you think. Maybe this isn't real. This might be. Oh no, this might be real. But the sensation, the heaving, the burning bile, the slick muck sliding from your mouth, it's too vivid, too visceral. The grotesque parade of horrors continues spilling from you like some cursed fountain. Each retch leaves you weaker, yet the torrent doesn't abate. As your trembling hands clutch the edge of the sink, you dare a glance at the carnage below, and then you see it. Amid the hair, bile, and unidentifiable chunks, something small and malformed shifts. It's pink and slimy. It's like a bowl of meat alive. It expands and deflates ever so slightly, almost like it's breathing. This kinda looks like Sukuna once Yuji beat the heck out of him. You know that some of the chunks were teeth and what seems like an eye staring back at you. You can't seem to form the words to even begin to describe the horror that you produced from the depths of your throat. What? Grabbing the faucet, you turn it on full blast, desperate to erase the nightmare. Water gushes down, carrying clumps of gunk with it, but the sink quickly clogs. The fetid water pools around the mess, rising in defiance of your efforts. Frustration boils over. You seize the nearest object, a hairbrush, and jam it into the drain, jabbing furiously. The bristles bend and snap as you shove harder, muttering through gritted teeth and then shouting, "Go down already!" Each shove is punctuated by your screams, your voice hoarse and cracking. The sink gurgles as bits of gunk slowly spiral downwards, disappearing into the pipes. Is that a hand? Finally, the water drains, leaving the basin empty except for lingering streaks of slime. You stand there panting, your knuckles white as you grip the edge of the counter. The silence that follows is deafening, broken only by your ragged breathing. And then you hear it, faint but unmistakable. I'm freaking out right now. A soft, pitiful cry. You stumble back from the sink, your legs shaking uncontrollably, and you collapse onto the floor. Hot tears stream down your face as you gasp for breath, the sound of your own ragged sobs filling the suffocating silence of the kitchen. I didn't mean for this to happen. Please forgive me. You clasp your hands together so tight until the knuckles turn white as you pray fervently to anyone or anything that will listen to your cries. Please forgive me, Kazuki. Kazuki, I'm trying. I swear, I'm trying. I'll find out who did this to you. I'll make them pay. Just please don't hate me. You moved on. Kazuki, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, please. I'm doing my best. I'll avenge you, I swear. How could you? You moved on. Already. No, I didn't. You're a liar. You've already forgotten me. Cheated on me. Like none of it mattered. No, that's not true. We weren't even really married. You know that. It wasn't real. Not real? Then what were we? Nothing. A lie. Is that what I was to you? Cheater? No, I'm not. Not what? You feel a gentle tug on your sleeve, and as you turn, the familiar glint of light bouncing off crimson-tinted glasses catches your eye. I sensed a powerful spiritual presence radiating from this area, something I simply couldn't ignore. I rushed here as quickly as I could, but it seems like things escalated. Are you alright, my dear client? You're not okay. Your breathing is uneven, and your hands are trembling at your sides. Haruki, I have never been happier to see you in my life. You're the furthest thing from okay right now. No, the cake, the hair, the things that keep happening. No, I'm not okay, Haruki. None of this is okay. It's getting worse. All of it. The things I'm seeing, the sounds in my head, it's like I can't escape it. Haruki steps closer, concern etched on his face. Maybe this is my fault. Maybe I did something to deserve all this. The noise starts creeping in louder and louder, like static crackling through your thoughts. You clutch your head, trying to push it out, but it only gets worse. I can't take this anymore. Before the panic overtakes you completely, Haruki grabs you firmly by the shoulders. His voice cuts through the storm in your mind, steady and grounding. Hey, look at me, it's okay. It's not your fault, alright? None of this has ever been your fault. You're trying, you're doing everything you can. For a moment his words give you pause, but then the frustration boils over sharp and hot. Everyone keeps saying that it's not my fault, that I'm doing my best. But bad things keep happening, Haruki, over and over and over again. What's the point of trying when nothing ever gets better? You asked me before why my arms are littered with spiritual talismans. Well, each one of them wards off a spirit from a botched exorcism. After my first failure, I thought, I'll grow, I'll get better. But then I messed up so badly I can't even think about it without feeling the same guilt all over again. His gaze meets yours, and you notice something in his eyes. A flicker of understanding that feels achingly familiar. And the worst part, the bad things didn't stop after that. They kept coming. They keep coming. There are days I feel useless. Like nothing I do will ever make up for what I couldn't fix back then. But if even one small thing I do now can help, if it can make someone's day a little brighter or ease their pain, even just for a moment, then it's worth it. And I hope you can feel the same way someday. Because no matter how dark it gets, the fact that you're still here, still fighting, it matters. His words hang in the air, heavy but grounding. And for the first time in a while, the noise in your head begins to quieten. His gaze flickers over you, taking in the chaos around you with a sharp intensity. After a brief pause, he reaches out, taking your hand gently in his. Turning it over, he holds it before him, his eyes narrowing as he studies your palm with quiet focus. I'm late again. I'm sorry, I tried. I tried to hold it back. I might need more time, but I want to keep you out of this. But given how close we are and the trust you placed in me, I can't keep this from you anymore. I think you know deep down, whatever's haunting you isn't Kazuki. No, this is all my fault. Kazuki, he's angry that I'm not doing anything about his death, just living my life while he's dead. It's not fair, it's... Do you really believe that? Do you really think Kazuki would have carried this much hatred in his heart to hurt you like this? His words force you to confront the truth you buried beneath the layers of grief and guilt. Slowly, fragments of memory resurface. This is such a good twist, by the way, because originally I thought it might have been Kazuki who got, like, warped in death because he was killed. But now it's like, oh, it might be something else entirely that's, like, mimicking who he is. You finally stop shaking. You were so wrapped up in everything, all the bad memories that surrounded his death and the memory that he has become, that you've forgotten the person he was. Kind, caring and sweet. A friend. And you missed him dearly. He was kind, but he was ambitious. Before his death, he worked a lot, late into the night even. He always said he was so close to his next big hit. I wish he could have told me before he... Some people aren't very good at asking for help. I should know. I'm sorry, I thought the less you knew, the better. I didn't want to make things harder for you. No, I probably wouldn't have listened anyways. Haruki, thank you. He releases your hand. A small smile tugging at the corners of his mouth. Of course. Anything for you, my dear client. You roll your eyes, the warmth in his tone making the nickname less irritating than usual. Will you stop calling me that? I don't think I've ever heard you call my name. Then... Yinny. No, that's too embarrassing. I'll stick to the tried and true nicknames, thank you very much. But anyways, about the thing haunting you. It's an evil spirit that has latched onto you from what I can tell. It's tied to something in your past, though I haven't quite figured out what yet. What I do know is that it feeds off your energy, especially your sanity, and judging by the state of things, it's been feasting pretty well the past few months. I'm still working on finding its source, or why I chose you in the first place, but I'm here for you no matter what. I can't help you make the right choices, but I can hopefully make the journey a little easier. So whatever decisions you choose to make in the future, I'll support it with my whole heart. You feel the tumultuous wave crashing within you finally still itself, the guilt in your heart pouring away as you finally piece together the truth. I couldn't have done much of it without you, thank you, Haruki. You've been my son. And you've been mine, Yinny. Aww. Oh my god. Man, now I don't know who I want to date. Do I want Haruki, do I want Ryoto, or do I potentially want not Kazuki? Because I feel like that would be kind of interesting. You want to ask Haruki for more information, but before the both of you can have a real conversation, his phone buzzes heavily, indicating another client requires his attention. I could always stay a little longer, make sure things don't start getting strange again. No, I can't keep you from your work. I'll be fine, I promise. I will say though, MC has some big balls, because like, staying here alone by themselves, like I would have moved out into a house full of my friends and ensured no lights were off and that I was never alone. You know I would stay if you asked me to, and I would, even if you didn't. I know, but really, I'm okay. You've given me enough to keep my head on straight. No, I want him to stay. I want him to sleep in the same bed as me. I'm scared. I'm scared and cold and I want to cuddle closer. Believe in me. Alright. A strong, independent woman like yourself would definitely have things under control. But don't hesitate to call me again if you need anything. I'll come sprinting back, trust. You say your goodbyes and once he's gone, your gaze falls to Kazuki's altar. His framed picture still and silent gazes back at you. The smile he wore in death no longer holds malice or anger, hatred or greed. No, it was the same smile he had at your wedding, reassuring you that everything was going to be fine. And somehow you believe it still is. The shrine feels different today. An unshakable, uneasy presence lingers in the air. It's that quiet, lingering sensation like something is just slightly out of place yet you can't quite grasp what's wrong. But in the end, this is still Kazuki's shrine. It holds the weight of its past and the complexity of your feelings, whether they lean towards resentment or something softer. No matter what, it's still Kazuki. Leave offerings. You leave incense of Kazuki, hoping it might ease whatever lingering resentments remain. Yet after days of doing this, doubt creeps in. You're not sure if it'll make a difference, and still you do so anyway. As you bow your head in prayer, the guilt lingers, an unshakable weight pressing against your heart. No matter how much you do, it never feels like enough. Not after everything that's happened, not after the past few days. You tell everyone you're fine, that you're moving forward, but deep down you know the truth. Then, just as doubt threatens to consume you, a familiar scent drifts through the air, warm and unmistakable vanilla, curling softly through the house from nowhere at all. Next time, if we do manage to celebrate your birthday, I'll get you the sweetest vanilla cake I can find. The memory rises unbidden, pulling itself from the depths of your mind. It's so simple, so fleeting, yet it wraps around you like a quiet reassurance. A reminder that Kazuki was and always has been looking out for you. Alright, let's go to the bathroom and do our routine. You've been doing so well lately. Haven't you outgrown something so childish by now? A woman like you should be past all this. Yet here you are, slipping over something so small. Tell me, do you really want to prove your mother right? Select music. You will not take me away from my little rhythm game. I got this. Okay, maybe I don't got this. Oh god. Oh my god. Okay, maybe I don't got this. That was pretty bad. Good job, you hit 72% of the total notes. Yay, at least it went up a little bit. Do I dare look out the window again? I'm scared. I'm scared. The window remains closed. Do you really want to open the window after what happened yesterday? I might call my husband to come in here. Hey Jared, can you come in here for a second?
I cannot because I am in the middle of a fight.
But I think there's a jump scare and I'm scared. Oh, Jared's here. Alright. Yes? Are you sure? Oh, really? Very sure. Are you really very sure? I don't want to do it anymore! I don't want to do it! Ah! Open it already. I'm looking away. If you say so. I feel like something's gonna come and eat me. With a hesitant hand, you draw back the curtains and slowly push open the window. And then I turn my head away. But the night offers nothing in return. Good, let's keep it that way. Everything was fine. Thank you. Goodbye. Oh my god. Your phone buzzes with a notification. It's from Mum. I'm busy with important matters. I won't be able to be there for you for a while. Take care of yourself. Good. Go away. You stare at the screen. A sigh escaping your lips as relief floods in. What the? Good for me, I guess. Maybe I'll get some peace without her breathing down my neck. But something feels off. The phrasing is strange. Almost as if she's choosing her word carefully. There's no condescension or nagging, just silence after the message. Maybe I should. You stare at the message thread, your thumb hovering over the keyboard. A simple "are you alright" forms in your mind, but something stops you. Memories of her constant control. Her overbearing presence flash through your mind. No, she doesn't need that from me. Not after everything. Instead, you type out a single word. Okay. You hit send and lock your phone, tossing it aside. For once the silence feels like it's yours to control. End of demo. Oh my god, that window scene scared me so bad, but this was really, really good. I am in absolute awe. I am definitely adding this to my favorites. Thanks for playing. That was great. That was incredible. I was so happy about that. We can look through the gallery as well while we chat. Alright, so first off, I thought the art direction was incredible. I actually didn't know about this game at all. The devs very, very kindly messaged me and they asked if I could check it out, and I was so excited, and they were incredibly sweet. Like genuinely, like I asked them a couple questions and they were just so quickly responsive and like really, really helpful in making sure I could easily get access to the game and everything. And my god, this did not disappoint. They sent me a press kit, I had a look at their marketing assets and everything just looks so fire. I was so excited to play this. I am a big fan of horror. I am a chicken, as you can see. But I think like this kind of hits the notes of Paranormal Sight for me, but with romance. And I love Paranormal Sight. It's not a romance visual novel, but it's definitely one of my absolute favorites. I had so much fun playing it. I think that kind of vibe coupled with romance really, really drew me in. I think it's pretty clear that like Haruki's a love interest. I think Ryota as well. I'm wondering who the third one is actually. Hang on. I will say though, supernatural horror, as in like, you know, going back to like ghosts and spirits and hauntings, is the one that gets me the most and scares me the absolute most. But I really, really enjoyed seeing this. I love like the little references to like older anime. I can see like little hints of like, you know, like Gokuraku District. I can see little hints of like, not so much Junji Ito. I think it veers closer towards a comic series that I also read called Fuan no Tane, so like Seeds of Anxiety, I believe that's what it was called. It kind of gives that vibe. Because Fuan no Tane as a series is so viscerally terrifying, this actually gave me the same vibe. But no, I loved it. Like, it was so creative with the glitches, and also the slot machine was really, really good. It basically hits the same as like a dice roll mechanic, so you can either roll high or roll low. And I thought that was such a good way to incorporate like some variety and some branching, and also just like add some like anxiety decisions that you make. there's choices that you can make, and then there's other choices that is like you have no choice. You have to rely on fate. And I thought that was an incredible mechanic. Another thing that I really like is that adding the sanity meter as a sort of resource management and allowing you to play like different mini games to try and like build it up and make it like higher to avoid certain consequences. That was incredible. Like overall, the story was really good. The characters were so incredibly well thought out. Like they all had their incredibly distinct personalities, including like all the side characters as well. The inclusion of mini games of resource management and also the absolutely like beautiful art makes for one hell of an entertaining story, an absolute piece of art, and a really fun gameplay loop. So I love this. This was incredible. I highly recommend you check it out and trying out some of the different options as well. I feel like I had a mix of people I was going for, but then I kind of leaned more towards Haruki in the end. But when the full game comes out, I will be so excited to see who I'm going to pursue and definitely do a full playthrough on it. But anyways, thank you so much again for watching this video and coming on this incredible adventure with me. If you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next one. And also, if you want to hang out outside of videos, I stream on Twitch 3 times a week. Feel free to come over and chat. And if you want exclusive playthroughs, uncensored reactions, and also spicy art and previews of games that I'm making, link to my Patreon is in the description box below. But that's all for now. Thank you so much again as always, and until next time, take care.